Okay, so basically, guys, I'm gonna talk about my passion, which is multidimensionality. So I would like to ask first here, who here would like to just like shift into a parallel reality where you enjoy your life at least a little bit more? Everyone? Everyone does not like enjoy his life. Says like, my life is perfect right now. I wouldn't change anything right now. No?
No, I wouldn't say I wouldn't change anything, but I enjoy it, but I could enjoy it more.
Great. So yeah, also I want to make like a dynamic. So who here consciously gives himself permission to just like shift into a better parallel reality, at least very similar to the one you're experiencing right now? Anyone? Because like after 15 minutes, you would have shifted to a different timeline. Okay. So what I'm going to explain it right now. I'm going to talk about myself. So in a different timeline, long time ago, paradoxically, I had this very mainstream life that I hate. And because of an accident that I had, I got to access different level of consciousness. And in that different level of consciousness, I got to access this instinct knowingness that I want to share it with you. Like, for example, this is a diagram that I just drew and I've been polishing over the years. Right now, this is the natural flow of creation. Just let me know if everyone is able to see this. So from here is the void. And the void is a vast nothingness, all things potentially. And then from the void, consciousness, the observer, rises. So you have like these two aspects of the universe. And from here, so this right now, this is you. This is what we all are in just like the whole. So on this flow, first thing you get is inspiration and motivation. So you get motivated about archetypes. Archetypes about something, a desire, identity. Because remember, what determines your reality is your identity. So you get inspiration and motivation about archetypes of a desired reality. And then, so what you do after the inspiration, you use every tool you have. You use books, you use meditations, you use rituals, you name it, whatever. I mean, I call it permission slips because the power is inside of you. So basically, after a while, you go into the embodying process. And then from the embodying process, you get to your desired reality where you embody that desired personality that you want to be. Then after a while, what's happening? You get into the peak of your identity, which that means, I mean, most of us, we don't notice it because we're on the peak. We're just like living the life to the fullest. Everything like you always dream about, everything you always desire is like happening. Most of the time you're not aware of it. Sometimes you get like this like shifts of life and then you start like, oh yeah, I'm very grateful for it. But then after a while, it starts to get a little bit old. So sometimes you get into the integration process. Things are getting to just like routines. Things are starting to get, starting to feel old and just like stagnated. This is all normal and this is part of the process. So what happens in this process when we connect again with the inspiration and motivation, because it's in this process, after the peak of your identity starts to decay, that's where you start like wondering, oh, what if I can just like be a different person right now? And then you get excited again. So, but in order for you to just complete this full circle, you need to go to the old identity conclusion, which is basically where you start like integrating all the learnings, all the things, like you get grateful for it, you start integrating, you start like, okay, these things don't serve me anymore. Sometimes you need to forgive your parents, you need to forgive people, you need whatever you need to do to conclude this old identity in order for you to transcend. And that way, when you, just like this old identity has nothing else to teach you, is when you consciously let it go. When you let it go, it goes back into the void and the whole process starts again. So, what happens normally with people, like the mainstream idea, what happens in the world is that people don't get to this point. They get stuck in a loop, in this peak of identity, and they cannot get any longer because they don't get to integrate the whole process and the whole teachings and the whole learnings. So even though they consciously want to let everything go, what they're mostly doing, they're avoiding the issue. There are things they don't want to look at themselves because they haven't fully integrated, they haven't fully accepted, they haven't fully loved. So they get stuck into a loop, and this, in order for you to get the full circuit, this is not a loop, this is a spiral. You get the spiral and then you start the process all over again with a new identity, and this is the natural flow of self. All right. So, in order for everyone to get a better picture of this, or what I'm talking about, I would love to just allow me to do a small meditation exercise. Okay, so everyone just gonna close your eyes right now, if you want. Just, we're gonna allow ourselves to relax. We're gonna take a deep breath, breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Breathe in again. Deep, 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 deep. Hold it. And slowly let them out. Breathe out. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Relax, relax, relax. At your own pace. Hold it. When you're ready, breathe in again. Slowly, 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 filling all of your lung capacity. Breathe in, hold it, hold it, hold it, and let it out. So now I want you to picture, I want to pull out a screen. It could be a TV screen, it could be a movie screen, whatever, it's fine. In that screen, you're going to see yourself. You're going to see your current life. You're going to see yourself from a screen. Just witness your routine, witness your habits, witness your daily life. Witness all the activities that you do. Witness the people you engage. Witness your relationships. Okay? Pay attention to the small details. Whatever feeling or emotion that comes up, it's all right. It's all right and good. Just let it be. Let it be, let it flow. Don't judge it. Just allow yourself to feel. Now, keep watching, keep witnessing your daily routine as if it was a movie. Now, I want you to pull out a second screen, and in that second screen, you're gonna play the movie of the daily life of the version of you that you feel most passionate about. Picture that version of you. It makes you feel alive, makes you feel joyful, makes you feel excited, makes you feel in love. Pay attention how does that version of you actually looks like. How does that version of you walks? How does that person talks? How does that version express itself? Now, put both screens together. If you can watch one screen at a time, which is fine. But if you can, just put both screens, put them together. Just be aware how those two movies are actually happening at the same time. There's no past, present, or future. No movies happening after or before. They're happening simultaneously. Now, pay attention to the similarities in both movies. How those characters actually are similar. Maybe they do. Maybe they get to the groceries and they buy the same things. Maybe they eat the same food. Maybe they dress differently. Maybe one of them smiling, the other one is not smiling that much. Just pay attention to the similarities, small details, every single details. Remember, whatever emotion, feeling that comes up, rise up, it's all well and good. Just allow it to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, I want you to focus your attention on your current reality screen, movie. Witness yourself in that movie, and now just mentally call out for the version of you that you're witnessing in that movie. Just call it out. Be aware of how that version of you is actually paying attention. It's actually aware that you're talking to him, her. That person in that routine of their daily life is paying attention to you, and now it's become aware, it's become conscious that you're making contact with him. Now, get close to that version of you. Please tell him, tell her, what do you want to say to him? Tell him that you're grateful for it. Tell him that you accept it the way it is. Tell him that he has done nothing wrong. Tell him that everything he's done it the best way he possibly could. And now release it. Just like tell him it's all right and good. It's okay for him to go. Just be grateful for all the teachings, all the learnings, all the experience, all the adventures. And now just witness that screen of your life just disappearing, just vanishing away. You can witness it, it can just like shatter into a million pieces, it can just become dust, whatever, however you can envision it is all right and good. Now let it go back to the void. And go back, focus, redirect your attention to the desired reality. Just notice how that desired reality is all that is left. That's all that is left. That's all the thing that you need to focus on. Now, just witness how that version of you is calling you because he wants to tell you something. Now, go get closer and just listen to what that version of you that you feel the most passionate about is telling you right now. All good? Now, I want you to jump into that reality and just become one with that version of you, of your desired reality that you feel most passionate about. Take a moment to integrate. Take a moment to embody, take a moment to just feel who you are right now. Now, at your own pace, at your own time, at your own rhythm, just prepare yourself to go back into the body. Just start moving your hands, start wiggling your toes. Just like prepare to just continue your life as it is. Is everyone here with me? Okay. So right now, I'm gonna leave you some homework to do. Right now, you're gonna pay attention to the small shifts in your reality. It could be that your neighbor is slightly nicer to you. It could be that the grocery guy is a different guy. It could be whatever. It's gonna be slightly differences. It may be major difference, but the important thing is for you to pay attention. And now, so just be aware that there is a reality in which you are healthier. There is a reality in which you are richer. There is a reality you are happier. And there is a reality where you are actually a fully mastered Buddha transcended being. And all of them are happening right now. So thank you guys. That was all I wanted to share. Is there any questions?
Thank you first. Thank you very much first. And in the diagram, where you put the belief systems, which area of?
Well, it's very simple. So this is the consciousness. This is your focus. You get inspiration and motivation. Well, your belief system is not necessarily on but the belief system goes here into the permission slips. Because like whatever you get told and you believe, so this is going to the embodying process to that desired reality. I mean, that most of the time, because you start as a child, which being unconscious of is not the desired reality. But yeah, it's actually, that will be in this process. Yeah, like embodying process of the desired reality. That.
This came to you in a dream.
This came to me it wasn't exactly a dream. Like I had an out-of-body experience. And when I came back to my body, I had I remember I had access. No, I was through an accident that I had. An accident.
Like a car accident.
Yeah, it was a car accident actually. It was a near-death experience. When I came back.
I thought it was something like ayahuasca.
No, I mean we all have our different our process to just get the download information from the universe.
Wow.
Do you know this thing you did when you're explaining that?
Mm-hmm.
And also the meditation itself.
Yes.
So all the famous books as well as they teach about life is the goal, the purpose in life. And even from the ancients people was learning about organization, was turning that into goal.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I saw there.
Yeah, and if you want to just contextually compare it, the full alchemy process, because remember, this is a spiral. This is like a spiral into multidimensionality. So the alchemy process will be completing the full circuit of the spiral. And then, because then you shift from one state. Yes. Yeah. And it goes back to the void.
Okay, thank you, let that go, and then move on to the new thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And then when you start the circuit again, you remember the inspiration that you got when you were in this phase and you start embodying that new desired reality. I call it the natural flow of the self or the multidimensional spiral.
What about life alchemy?
Sorry?
What about life alchemy?
Could be. I'm still just deciding on the name.
He could be the alchemist. It's a really cool name. He could be. Not just he could be. You could be not alchemist already. Let's just say you are. Yeah.
If you want to call me that, I don't mind.
That's what you
But I feel like the goal will be more of you could call yourself the alchemist.
So you're teaching other people how to become their own. That's the ultimate alchemist. You're teaching men how to fish instead of the alchemist fish.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the baby Jesus. You know?
Everything you said to me, I'm just going to reflect it back to yourself.
No.
So, basically, if you want to because we can get so deep in this diagram, you can basically just get in contact with me and we can discuss if you feel more inclined. So,
do alchemist sessions.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So, this is my passion. This is what I do. And, and if you guys, there's any other questions? All good?
Thank you. It's really very cool.
Now you can go back to your lives. Now you're in a different reality right now. Yeah. No.